sight to the blind man. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Oh, Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? And the sleeping child you're holding is the great I
Glory. Hallelujah. Bless you, Lord God.
Come on, lift up your voice to Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Come on, lift up your voice to Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Come on, not for yourself,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank
not
you,
for your
Jesus.
neighbor, but to Jesus.
Hallelujah. Thank you,
Hallelujah. The one who knows all things.
Glory.
The one who sees all
Hallelujah.
things. The one who
Thank you,
cannot
Jesus.
fail. The one who has brought you from a mighty long way.
Hallelujah.
The one who is still remaining to keep
Thank
you
you, Lord God.
in perfect peace.
Hallelujah.
Come on, we give praise to him. Come on, we give praise to him. Hallelujah. Come on, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord together. Come on, let us rejoice together. Let us fellowship together, because he is worthy to be lifted up. He is worthy to be adored. He is worthy of your praise. He's worthy of your worship today. Hallelujah. Oh, another day he has kept you. Come on, another day he has kept you. Another day he has kept you. He has kept you. And not only did he keep you, but he kept you in your right mind. Hallelujah. In the name of Jesus. So we give you praise this morning, God. We give you honor. God, we glorify you. For we know there's nobody like you. God, in all the earth, nobody like you. You are the kings of every king's God that proclaim to be a king. You are the king of that king. Oh God, and we give you praise. For you live and you reign forever. So God, let your spirit reign today. Let it reign through your people. God, open up the spiritual ears, God, so they may hear. God, open up the spiritual eyes so they may see today. God, let your people see you in that eye. God, let you speak to me today. God, that the word that I give to them, God, and give them encouragement, God, and build them, God, where they are weak, God. God, give them strength where they're weak. In the name of Jesus, I give you praise. I glorify you for your presence here now. I give you praise in the name of Jesus. Come on, let every heart say amen. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah. Come on, just remain standing.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
If you can do me a favor and keep your praise going, I promise you, I won't be before you long.
Thank you, Lord.
Hallelujah. But there is a word for the vessels today. Hallelujah. There is a word from God today. Hallelujah. Come on, just lift those hands wherever you are. Come on, just lift those hands. And I need you to just make this personal this morning. I need you to make this prayer we're about to do personal this morning. Hallelujah. I realize that it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't, people say stick to stone may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. But words do hurt. Hallelujah. They hurt. But when I said that it doesn't matter what they say about you, they're going to say whatever, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it would hurt, but it doesn't matter what they say, because you are a Christian. You're supposed to have hope. People who are hopeless, that means, they are determined to die. They give up and they die. But you are a Christian. Look, I should be like Job when he said, yet though you slay me, I still praise you. Hallelujah. Yet though you slay me, yet still I praise you, Lord.
Hallelujah.
Yet still I praise you. Hallelujah. So God is good.
Amen.
He lives and he reigns forever. He reigns in us. He reigns in this ministry. Wherever we go, he reigns in us. He said to us that his presence is always with us. Hallelujah. Even when you feel like you're surrounded by enemies, I want you to know that you're surrounded by Jesus. You're surrounded by the blood of Jesus. You're surrounded by the blood of the Lamb. Hallelujah. I come to let you know he is here today. He is concerned about you. Hallelujah. He's concerned about you children today. Hallelujah. And I have a word on today. Hallelujah. If you don't mind, just say this prayer with me out loud. Hallelujah. And we get started. Dear Jesus, I believe you are the Son.
I believe you are the Son.
The Son of God.
The Son of God.
I believe you came to earth.
I believe you came to earth.
You died for me on the cross.
You died for me on the cross.
And I believe you shed your blood.
And I believe you shed your blood.
For my soul.
For my soul.
And I believe you rose from the dead.
And I believe you rose from the dead.
And you alive forevermore.
And you alive forevermore.
And you are seated at God's right hand.
And you are seated at God's right hand.
The kings of kings.
The kings of kings.
The lords of lords.
The Lord of lords.
Right now.
Right now.
I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
My life.
My life.
I surrender to you.
I surrender to you.
Dear Jesus.
Dear Jesus.
Cleanse me.
Cleanse me.
With your blood.
With your blood.
Say purify me.
Purify me.
Completely.
Completely.
Come into my heart.
Come into my heart.
Sweet Jesus.
Sweet Jesus.
I accept you.
I accept you.
As my Lord.
As my Lord.
My Savior.
My Savior.
My King.
My King.
My Redeemer.
My Redeemer.
And I proclaim.
And I proclaim.
I belong to you.
I belong to you.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Forever.
Forever.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Forever.
Forever.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Forever.
Forever.
I do not belong to Satan.
Belong to Satan.
I do not belong to Satan.
Belong to Satan.
I do not belong to Satan.
Belong to Satan.
I've been purchased
I've been purchased
by the blood.
by the blood.
I belong to
I
Jesus,
belong to Jesus.
and I am his forever.
And I am his
I
forever.
belong to Jesus,
I belong to Jesus.
and I am his forever.
I am his forever.
I belong to Jesus,
I belong to Jesus.
and I am his
And
forever.
I am his forever.
And I am free.
And I am free.
I am free.
I am free.
If you believe that, just give God praise. Hallelujah. I am free. Hallelujah. The Lord gave me that prayer. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. The Lord gave me that prayer for you this
Thank you,
morning.
Jesus.
You proclaim that you
Glory
are
to
free.
God.
It's good to speak it out of your mouth
Oh, yes.
and to
Hallelujah.
let the devil know that he's under your feet.
Thank you, Lord God.
You let him know I don't belong to
Thank you,
you.
Jesus.
I don't care what you throw at me, what you throw at my
Glory to your
family.
name, God.
I don't belong to you.
Bless you.
I'm not going to deny and say what you throw at me may not hit me. But I believe that the blood covers me. And that the blood shields me. For everything you throw at me, I bounce back from it. Hallelujah. And I come back, I bounce back. Hallelujah. You're going to bounce back today.
Glory to your name, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank
If
you,
you
Lord
can
God.
be seated, you may.
Glory, glory.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
My God.
Thank you, Jesus. We just going to reflect on the goodness of God today, and I'm going to let him flow, but I won't be before you long. Hallelujah. I'm going to read to you John 16:33. These things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulations. In this world you will have tribulations. This is coming from God. In this world you will have tribulations. But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Hallelujah. Give God praise for that. I overcome the world. So my subject for you today, those that are looking for a subject, you are in a struggle for greatness.
My God. My God. Hallelujah.
You are in a struggle
Glory to
for
your name, God.
greatness.
Hallelujah.
Some people don't understand why you struggle so much. Why do I have to struggle to go through all this chaotic stuff in my life? But God is making something great out of you as you suffer. He sees your suffering and He is with you while you're suffering. But when you come out of that suffering, there is something that God's going to make out of you that no man can harm you. No man, no woman can touch. No enemy can rise you up. But God's going to make you great again. Hallelujah. He's going to make you great again. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yes, He will. I'm talking to you too. He's going to make you great again. Hallelujah. You know, sometimes where we have our ways. Because it's, and basically, anybody ever been damaged before?
Jesus.
You've been damaged. We can see people that got it all together. We know for a fact, I consider myself, I look good. I'm very handsome. So somebody may see me and see that it looked as if I have it all together. And they know without a doubt, okay, he looks decent. He looks very handsome. But look at his shoes. You know, they can see the perfect, but they're going to always point out something about you that you feel as if you could have did better.
Amen.
Just with women. Women, sometimes you see a woman have heels on. You know how y'all girls think sometimes. She cute, but she could have worn some better shoes. She cute, but she could have painted her toenails. You know. And what that means is if there's something inside of you that you can't accept for yourself, so you have to put that on somebody else.
Jesus.
It's not that they think they got it all made and got it all together, but it's something in you that you're damaged from that caused you to look at the ugliness that you think is ugliness on this place. You're damaged.
Yes.
You're damaged.
Let them use you.
So you're trying to put the damage you have on yourself onto them. Hallelujah.
Let them use you now.
Yeah. And sometimes that's how you look in the spirit. You judge people without knowing. You judge people without knowing.
Yes.
You're damaged. You're damaged.
My God.
And you're trying to cause it and put it on somebody else. But you have to realize, listen, don't get overwhelmed with yourself and don't think that you have it all together because you don't know what that person went through. To just be in the presence that they're in, to have the clothes and the shoes laid, but the toes not painted. You don't know what happened that morning that caused them not to paint that one big toe. Hallelujah. But you're damaged. Hallelujah. I'm going to get ahead of myself, but I feel the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah.
Yes, God. Hallelujah.
So, if I went around the room and asked as many people, as how many people are living in purpose today, the hands wouldn't be as great as it should be for believers. If I went around this room and asked how many people are living in their purpose, I'm sure everybody in this room are not going to raise their hands. Hallelujah. For believers though, for people who of God, people who know God and of God, wouldn't raise their hand and say, I'm living my best life. I'm living in purpose today. Hallelujah. We talk about victory. We talk about wins, but we don't talk about damage.
My God.
We don't talk about the damage.
My God. Yes.
We talk about victory, victory. It's here. It's here. Victory, victory. You will win. You will win. Yeah, but I'm damaged.
Jesus.
I'm damaged. I don't even know what that looks like right now. I don't know what victory looks like. I don't know what a win looks like, but I'm damaged. Speak to the damaged part of me. Speak to that that's deep inside of me. That's what I need right now. I need you to speak to the damaged me right now. Hallelujah.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
Jesus. Yes, Lord. My God.
Yeah. What we do not confront, we do not make ourselves aware. What we do not confront, what we do not make ourselves aware of, and allow God to begin to change, it becomes the same thing that will keep us from reaching our purpose. So in other words, if whatever you do not confront, whatever you do not allow God to begin to change in your life, that same thing will keep you from reaching your purpose in life. That same thing will hold you up to every opportunity that God has planned for you. That one thing. You have to confront these things. You have to confront what you're damaged about. Confront, around Easter, though, I grew up in a Baptist church, so Easter, when we said Easter speech were really big and major, so you had to make sure you learned them speeches and you said it before people. The congregation, and you started at a very early age. So I was nervous, and I always, like when I get nervous, somehow I cry, sometimes, but not since I've been in this ministry, but my cryiness is just cry of joy, and not because I'm just emotional, but I cry because of joy, and I'm just trying to be in the spirit, so I'm trying to help me think I just cry bad. But have you ever felt like you didn't know that Easter speech, and when you got before those people, you didn't know it, and you knew people knew you didn't know it, and when you got back, you felt damaged. Somehow it damaged you because you said, God, everybody else knew their Easter speech, and I didn't know my Easter speech, and now people are going to look at me and say, maybe I can't read. They're going to look at me and laugh at me because I didn't have it all together. So some way, somehow, you was damaged by that. It damaged you to where the point next following year, you made sure you had it together. Amen. You make sure you have together. And what I realize sometimes when you're damaged, when you go through things in life, when you struggle to pay the bills in life, sometimes you say, God, help me so I can get through this. And God, I declare that I would never go through this again because I suffered enough. So now I'm going to make sure that this won't be my suffering anymore. So you can suffer to the point to where you learn from that suffering to where you'll never get in that suffering again. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Are y'all with me? Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. So, you have to realize you can't let nothing stop you from reaching purpose in life, your purpose in life. You can't allow that to overcome you. You can't allow the suffering to overcome you to where you don't allow yourself to push. You don't allow yourself to overcome whatever it is you feel that has you. Listen, you don't give in to wherever the suffering is. See, God tells you about when you're suffering what to do. He tells you to lean on him. He said he overcame the world so that you may be free. He overcame the world, so that means everything he paid, everything he bought with a price. You were made and bought with a price. So that means the suffering you're going through today, God has already fulfilled that. So that suffering doesn't have you. Hallelujah. You can overcome the suffering. But just know in the suffering, there's something in that suffering that God is making you whole. He's making you stronger so that you can surrender to him out of this suffering. But there's a lesson in the suffering also. So you have to make sure while you're suffering, what is it, God, that I'm not listening to, I'm not hearing? What is it that I'm not allowing you to teach me? My God. As you're suffering, you have to look to him. You have to look to him. Because he always gives us a way out. Amen. He always gives you opportunity. He always. He said when you're tempted, he would give you a way out. When you feel tempted, and not that you can't bear it. He knows that he wouldn't put things on you that you can't bear. Some people are going through things now that said, I can't take this, but just know that God made you strong. He made you strong to overcome it. He made you strong so you can endure it. But when you're suffering, just know that God, he always gives you a way out before the suffering comes. But it's up to you to choose the right way. Amen. It's up to you. I know plenty of times you deal with it. Some people deal with the situation of their lights and utility bills being cut off. But I can guarantee you this. God showed you a way out before it came to that final notice.
Amen.
He showed you a way. He showed you a way. But it was up to you whether you just going to be obedient and lean on him, or you just did it your way. So as you did it your way, you begin to suffer.
My God.
You begin to suffer. And did you have to suffer? No. But God is teaching you. And there is something in that suffering. You have to learn to just be obedient and to lean on him. And not most important, to just trust him.
Glory.
Just trust him. Because he's a God of his promise. He keeps every promise. He's faithful. He fulfilled everything he said he's going to do in your life. But you have to trust God, and you have to lean on him, and you have to be obedient to his word. But most importantly, know that there is purpose in each and every one of you today. Know that there is purpose. And know that whatever it is you feel that helps you today doesn't help you. It doesn't help you. Hallelujah. You may be holding on to it, but it doesn't help you. Hallelujah. So you may be suffering, but you're causing your own suffering. But you can get out. Hallelujah. Because God has provided a way in it. Hallelujah. He is the way. Hallelujah. The truth and the life. Hallelujah. There's no other God before him. He's the way. Choose him today. He's the way. He's your salvation. Hallelujah. No one can replace him. Hallelujah. He came to fulfill his promise for you.
Hallelujah.
So choose him. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Choose him. Hallelujah.
Amen. Glory to your name, God.
Somebody shout, the struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
Shout one more time. The struggle
Struggle is real.
Sometimes in life you feel like Paul. You remember when Paul said, I'm suffering with my life. I'm sitting here in this prison. I am in chains. Anybody ever been in chains?
Yeah.
Feel like you've been in prison, like you can't get loose. You try to set yourself free, but it's just something that's holding you down, just rearing you to where you can't set yourself free. But this Paul here, I'm in chains. I have no control over my life. I have no control over my circumstances. I don't know the outcome. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't even know the outcome of the situation that you caused yourself to be in? I don't know the outcome of the situation I'm in today. So listen, I have no other choice but to trust God. I have no other choice but to lean on God. I have no other choice but to trust him. Because my situation won't allow me. Hallelujah. I don't know the outcome. I've been left for dead. I felt that way sometimes. I've been left for dead. Meaning nobody won't come to my rescue. Nobody won't see about me. I've been left for dead. I've been beaten. I've been hungry. I've been hungry. I've been hungry. Nobody's seen about me. I've been in danger. I've been in danger. Who's going to rescue me? Who's going to rescue me in time of trouble? Who's going to see about my needs? Jesus. I'm struggling with my life. Paul said, I'm suffering with my life. Come on, anybody felt that way sometime? I'm suffering with my life. Seems like time every year, other year, certain time of the year, I'm suffering with the same situation. It seems like the cycle won't loose me, but I'm still suffering. But through my suffering, that's one thing that I know, that God is still great, even in my suffering. I come to tell you this morning that he is the God of your suffering. I come to let you know he's the God of every suffering you suffering today. He's the God that's going to bring you out. He's the only God, living God, that can set you free.
Thank you, Jesus.
Even though times get hard,
Jesus.
I had many hard times, difficult times. Many difficult days all around me. I still see that God is good. But you got to get beyond yourself. Even on yourself, you got to get to beyond yourself and realize that God is still great. God is a God of his promise. God will not give up on you. God is still with you. I don't care what they say about you. You're supposed to and die. But if you are a Christian, you're supposed to have hope. Hallelujah. No matter what's going on in your life. If I see, thank you,
Glory
Jesus.
to God.
Ooh, Jesus.
Glory to your name, God.
The Bible tells us to whom much is given, much is required.
Yes,
So don't you
God.
sit here and don't you dare think you're not going to go through nothing. Because if God gives you more, oh, baby, I come to let you know that more is on the way for you. More responsibility. And you're going to go through some chaos in life. More people are going to lean on you even more. On the bills, they're going to get higher. When God requires you to go up, when he elevates you to go up, you can look for more coming because it's on its way. Whether you ready or not, you might as well get ready because it's coming. It's coming. You ask God for it, and God said it's here. So go ahead and receive it because more is coming for each and every one of you in your life. Hallelujah. I declare more over your life. In the name of Jesus.
Glory to your name, God.
Whatever area in your life you need more in, I declare over you more.
Jesus. Bless your
Whatever in your life, whatever area you need more in, I declare more over you.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
More. But just know they're going to begin, more responsibility is needed out of you.
Glory to your name, God.
There's more responsibility is needed out of you.
Thank you, Jesus.
And he gives you more and more responsibilities needed.
Glory to your name,
And he
God.
requires it from you. But the thing is, when you hear God, when you hear God, when you hear God,
Jesus. My God.
when the devil comes to kill and steal and destroy you, listen, you tell the devil, wait a minute, not this time,
Come on here.
not this time of the year, not this time, not this time. I suffer too long. I have suffered too hard. I have suffered too many years to just give in and let you walk in and take what belongs to me. Hallelujah. To allow you to walk in and destroy my family. To allow you to walk in to destroy my kids. To allow you
Hallelujah, Jesus.
to come in
My God.
Thank you, Lord God.
and destroy what I worked so hard in building. I won't allow you, not this time.
Hey, God.
Not this time. Not this time.
Hallelujah.
Not this time. I won't allow you to allow me to suffer in my grades. I won't allow you, not this time, to make me feel that I'm less than. Not this time.
Hallelujah. Thank you, God.
Time.
Hallelujah, Jesus.
Not this time.
Hey, bless you, Lord.
Not this time.
Glory to your name, God.
Not this time.
Hallelujah.
Time. Not this time. Not this time.
My God.
Oh, not this time. Oh, devil, you are a liar. Not this time. Not this time. Not this time. Come on, you ought to tell them today, not this time. Not this time. Oh, kids, you ought to tell them, not this time. You ought to tell God, the enemy, not this time. Not this time. Not this time. Depression, not this time.
Glory to your name, God.
Not this time. No self-esteem, not this time.
Yes.
Glory.
The bullying, not this time.
Glory.
Yes.
In the name of Jesus.
Not this time.
Failing in academics, not this time. I am an AP student. I'm not this time.
In the name of Jesus. Glory.
I won't settle for less. I am more.
Hallelujah. Yeah, God. Thank you, Jesus.
Not this
Glory
time.
to your name, God.
I won't allow you to tell me my mama don't love me. Not this time. I won't allow you. I won't allow you. I won't allow you to tell me I'm nothing. Not this time. I won't allow you. I won't allow you. I won't allow you. I won't allow you.
Yeah, God.
I won't allow you.
Thank you, Jesus. Glory to your name, God.
Jesus.
Glory.
I won't allow you whispering in me and telling me nobody cares about me. Not this time.
God. This time. My God.
Not this
Oh,
time.
my God.
Jesus.
Oh, hallelujah.
Glory to your name, God.
Not this time.
Ah,
Ooh, not this time.
Jesus. My God.
Somebody say the struggle is over.
Struggle is
Come
over.
on, shout that the struggle
Struggle is over.
is over.
It's over.
Say it's over.
It's over.
Ah, it's over. It's over. It's over. The struggle is over. It's over. The struggle is over. It's over. It's over. I hear God say next year, this season to come, you won't suffer with the same things. Yeah, that suffering is over. That cycle is over for you. I say, you won't suffer with it again. Says God, if I said it at all, if you lean to me, I will say, if you look to me, says God, I will give you direction. God said, I will give you a way out. But you got to look to me this time. You got to look to the hills which come your help this time. You got to try me this time and not thyself. In the name of Jesus. Come on, let's stand on this place.
Hey, glory, God. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hey, bless you, Lord God. Glory.
Come on, just lift up those voices here.
Thank you, Lord God. Glory to your name, God.
Listen, I
Hallelujah.
declare,
Thank you, Lord God.
not this time.
Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Hey, God.
Not this time.
Thank you, Lord God.
I say, not this time.
Jesus.
Not this time.
My God.
I won't allow you to tell me that that marriage will fail. Not this time.
Hallelujah.
Not this time.
Thank you, Jesus.
Not this time.
Glory to your name.
I won't allow you to make me feel like you're attacking my body. Not this time. Oh, Mama say that I'm going to stay on this medication forever. Not this time. I say I'm healed.
Thank you, Lord God. Hallelujah.
I'm
Thank
healed.
you, Lord God.
Come on, you got to declare some stuff in here. Hallelujah. You got to declare it. Hallelujah. He's mad. Hallelujah. He's mad. And we give God praise. Not this time. Not this time. In the name of Jesus. Not this time.
Hallelujah.
Oh, give
Thank you,
God
Lord God. Glory, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord God. Bless you, Jesus.
I had a video.
My God, my God, my God.
But God saw fit to do something else. Hallelujah.
Hey, glory to your
Maybe
name,
next
God.
time. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I just don't want to. I don't want to. This atmosphere.
Thank you, Lord God.
I don't want to disturb.
Glory to your name, God.
Hallelujah. Because God
Ah,
is doing
thank you,
something.
Jesus. Glory to your name,
He's
God.
doing it right now in this
Hallelujah,
atmosphere.
Jesus.
He's giving you a
Glory
way
to
out
your
right
name,
now.
God.
He's giving you a
Hallelujah.
way out.
Bless
You
you,
have to
Jesus.
listen to him.
Thank you, Lord
Choose the
God.
right way.
Hallelujah.
Choose the right way.
Glory to your name, God.
Choose the right
Hallelujah.
way.
Thank you, Jesus.
Don't allow the enemy to come in
Glory to your
and
name.
cause you to be damaged.
Hallelujah.
Don't allow
Thank
the
you,
enemy to
Jesus.
take and steal your joy.
Hey, glory to your name, God. Hallelujah.
Not this time.
Thank you, Jesus.
When
Glory
you
to your
feel it
name, God.
rising up in you, just speak not this time.
Ah,
Speak and say not this time.
glory to your name, God.
You have to tell them.
Hey,
You don't think the enemy will try y'all?
glory.
You don't think you're too young that he will try you?
Thank you, God.
Speak and say not this time.
Hallelujah. Thank
When you feel tried, not this time.
God. Bless you, Jesus.
You gotta let them know and stand with authority.
Glory.
Stand with authority. Let them know you ain't playing. You know how you tell people when you feel like they playing around and you don't feel like playing, and you know how serious you be? Like, listen, I ain't playing with you. Tell the enemy, I ain't playing with you.
Amen.
Not this time. Not this time. Sugar mama, not this time. I give
Hallelujah.
God praise for your kids today.
Glory to
I
your
know
name,
you
God.
go through more than
Hallelujah.
I ever been through
Yes, God.
at your age.
Thank you, Jesus.
I thank God that He has stored in you His
Thank you, God.
power to overcome it.
Hallelujah.
And I even pray the things that you go through in life, you won't be damaged by.
Ah, glory to
I
your
pray
name,
that
God.
it won't overcome you.
Thank you, Jesus.
I pray that it won't take you out.
Glory to your name, God.
But I pray that God will enlighten you His fire
Ah, thank you, Lord God. Glory.
to speak things over your life.
Yes, God.
That you won't wait on the word to feel that you are great, but to know now that you are great
Glory
and
to
God
your name,
created you to be great.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord God.
He created You are
Hallelujah,
great.
Jesus. Bless your name, God.
God loves each and every one of you today.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah. He loves you today.
Glory.
Even the emptiness you feel sometimes.
My God.
God said, I love you.
Yes, God.
I'm with you.
Hallelujah.
God said, I know the hurt. But God said, I am touching your heart.
Yes, God.
He said, I am mending your heart.
Thank you, Jesus.
I will do whatever it takes
Thank you, Lord God.
so that you're free,
Glory.
so that you're healed. Hallelujah.
Jesus. Hallelujah.
I truly believe God is,
Thank you, Lord
He's not
God.
going to allow certain things to become a generation curse over you guys' lives.
Thank you, Lord God.
That thing's going to end with you guys. And I pray,
Hallelujah.
and I truly believe that there's going to be
Thank you,
fire
God.
burning deep inside of you kids. That you're going to know when the enemy comes, you're going to stand fast on the word of
Thank you,
God.
God.
And I
In the
truly
name
believe
of
that.
Jesus.
I truly believe that.
In the name of Jesus.
You guys are army of the Lord.
Yes, God.
You're the new generation to come.
Hallelujah.
The next generation to come.
Thank you,
The
Jesus.
generation that will seek God. The generation that will give glorify Him. That will give praises to Him. You are that generation. Hallelujah. I'm looking at leaders in here. I'm looking at
Thank
people
you, God.
who's going to be great
Hallelujah.
leaders. Not only
Thank you, Lord God.
in this world, but in the kingdom of God.
Glory.
In the kingdom of God, there's so many gifts in you guys. Don't let them be delayed. Don't let them be delayed. This is your opportunity to seek God the most. This is your opportunity while His presence is in the house to lean on Him for directions. Hallelujah.